Welcome back to JC Motor Garage. So I know it's been a while for me doing a video, but trying to move, trying to PCS military. So thank you for sticking with me. So let's get into the video. So I got my daughter's 2012 Scion TC. I had a subscriber wanted to do a video on the braking and the idle going down and the brake booster and the vacuum line that goes back to that I fixed. So before we get in that video, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, check out our merch down below, get you a t-shirt and a sticker or a decal for your car. So let's do it. All right, so here's my daughter's 2012 Scion TC. Okay, it's got the 2.5 liter in it. It's got under 100,000 miles on it right now. I think I bought it with less than like 80,000 miles on it when I bought it, but she's put some miles on it. But let's go over the braking and the idle going down in the Scion TC with the 2.5 liter, okay? So right back here, you have your brake master cylinder. Right back there, it goes to your brake booster, okay? That produces vacuum for your engine, okay? So when you push on the brake, that allows that pressure to go through your brake system, and your engine basically produces the vacuum for your brakes, okay? So without that, you're gonna either get a low idle if it has a big hole in it, or you're gonna get that idle going down when you stop your vehicle, okay? Almost stall and whatever. When I was driving it the other day, I noticed that the idle went down. So I checked a bunch of things. So right back here, you can see that you have your master cylinder, which is bolted up to your brake booster right back here, okay? And there's a seal between there and there, okay? Then you have the brake booster line right there, that's yellow, little dot on it, okay? It goes here, and then it goes to the steel line. The steel line goes back against the firewall, okay? Then you get another hose right here that goes down right here, this line that goes down back here, and it goes to a plastic little valve or whatever back here. It's hard to see exactly. Let me try and see if I can get you in here so you can see what I'm talking about, okay? So right there, okay? So that line goes to that little yellow thing down here. You can see right there. That's a little one-way valve, okay? So your engine doesn't lose idle when it's at start with no stop, okay? So on the bottom of that is another hose, which is that one right there that I replaced. There's a second one. So that line goes here, it goes underneath, it goes to the little check valve, and then it goes down, and then it goes to this hose right here, which goes to the back of the intake, okay? It's really hard to get to that line, but that's the line that was actually, it was all broken and it was dry rotted, and you could tell. So I'm gonna show you a picture right here, what it looked like when I took it off. Yeah, so, yep, right there's the hose. It was all dry rotted, so that was the problem. So what I did, it took a couple days to get here. So what I did is I went up to O'Reilly's. I got a hose right here. I think it's a 3/8 hose, and I just went off of there with a clamp and then went to there, because it's kind of like this one right here, where it goes down and it makes a little line like this, and it's not like that, but this kind of goes down there. But this fixed it. So, and it only cost me less than $5 for two of the clamps and this hose right here. So that's what actually fixed that. It goes right there. There's the two. And then where's the other hose go? This is the top one. That's the bottom one. And that hose goes, goes right there. That's the one I need right there. So I need to feed this line. Right there. There, and it goes to the back of the engine. So I had to jack up the car and take out the tire and then go underneath, and you can see it from the inner fender. If you take out the inner fender right there, you can see it. It's basically straight across. So you just reach your hand in there, put it in there, put your clamp and tighten it up. Okay. So basically it's, you know, one, not so much the steel line, but it could be either the gasket for the brake booster, okay, or this hose or this hose. So it could be one of the three hoses on here. So you got one steel line, two, and then you got that three, and then you got that little plastic valve back here. But another problem that I see on some of these Scion TCs is, do you see how much the engine's pushed back? Just the same with the Honda Civic, the 1.8 liter that I have. The engine's pushed back here, okay? So where is all that heat from the engine? Where does it go? It dissipates into your heater hoses and all that kind of stuff. That's why I already had to replace my air intake boot on my Honda Civic, because this engine's pretty much up here and the Civic is pushed almost all the way back. You can't really get to it. Look how far the throttle body is back there. It's all the way back there. And look at the brake booster. It's all the way, you see it right there. And that bolts in right there. So you can see right behind that right here, that little circular thing right there, that's your brake booster. And then you have your master cylinder, which is your brake lines going into here. So you have two going off of there, and then it goes down to your ABS proportioning valve, which goes 2, and then it goes to 4. Okay, so those 4 go to your brake lines for your right, your front left, your front right, and then your left rear and your right rear. Okay, so that's your ABS proportioning valve down there. But more than likely, you can spray this at idle just to see if you have any, spray with some soap or something like that, and you can see exactly if you have a leak coming from this gasket here. Or you can spray this line, or you can just take it off. I mean, it was really easy to take off from back here. You just have to take off the air box and your air intake boot just to get back there. But that's what I did, and that fixed it. So, and if you have any problems or have any questions, you can hit me up on JC Motor Garage on Facebook or Instagram. Send me a comment on here, and then send me a DM or PM or whatever. Send me a message on Instagram and Facebook on JC Motor Garage, and I'll try to help you out the best I can. But this is just a little, quick video on the Scion TC and that problem. So let's jump in the car. We'll start it up, and then I'll push on the brake, and I'll show you that that it's fixed. All right, let's see here. All right, let me start this up, and we'll check the miles. See. So I got 98,904. So almost 100,000 miles on this car. 2012. Okay. So I'm gonna push on the brake, and you see the idle didn't change. Stayed almost 1,000 because it is a cold start. So it is gonna go down a little bit once it warms up. But see, I'm pushing on the brake. Nothing. So it is fixed. My daughter hasn't complained about it since then, so since I fixed it. So like I said, it's got 98,000 miles on it, and I'm pushing the brake now. So yeah, so there's that. Another thing you can do, if that hose was actually like had a hole in it or anything like that big, your idle would be very choppy, because that's part of your vacuum system, because the engine produces vacuum because it sucks in air, okay? and then you're burning your fuel, and then it's going out the exhaust, that's your vacuum. So this is basically like a big vacuum cleaner, basically. So basically, if you have a hole in the hose, what's going to happen is you're not going to get the air that you need, and your map sensor right here is going to show that you don't have the right amount of air. Then your fuel injectors are not going to give you the amount of fuel that you need, and your idle is going to go down, and your engine is going to run like crap. Okay, so that's basically, so you can see, like I said, you can see right back there, that line. So you can spray this line right there, and you can see if it's bubbling, or you can take it off here, take that one off here, and then take that one off down here. Just don't pull it from the bottom yet. Check the hose first, because if it's not bad, you don't want to have to go through all that like I did to try to take off a tire and all that. But it was bad, so it was good that I did it. But you could see when I pulled that off of that hose, you could see that that hose was dry rotted all the way on the inside. So, and it was a factory hose. It did have the little yellow thing on it. So there you go. So that's a little video on how to diagnose and how to fix the idle when you push on the brakes on the Scion TC 2.5 liter, on what to diagnose, what to look for, and what to check, and basically the cheapest way to fix it in case you don't want to go through the dealership right then. And so yeah, saved me 40 bucks and cost me about $5 to fix this issue. So if you have any questions, hit me up on Facebook and Instagram at JC Motor Garage. Okay, so there's a little quick video on the 2012 Scion TC on how to diagnose, how to check, and how to fix your idle going down on when you press on the brake. It has a combination between those three hoses and what they've used to. It doesn't have a hose that goes straight from the brake booster to the intake. It uses three different hoses, and I think that was just a bad design on these cars. But there you go. So if you have any questions, hit me up on Facebook and Instagram at JC Motor Garage, and I'll try to help you out the best I can, and send you the link to the hose that I picked up, what size it was. I'm going to double check. But if you like this video and it helped you out, please subscribe, like, and share. Hit you up some merch on our store on Teespring down below. Get you a t-shirt, or get you a decal, or get you a sticker. We appreciate it. Thanks for the support, and we'll see you next time on JC Motor Garage.